Hello there, welcome back to my world of stuff. Yes, it's unboxing time. Right, welcome back. It's the 20th of March. Hope you're all fantastically well. Before we start, why not like and subscribe? I must remember to do this at the beginning of the videos now. If you're interested in content relating to film, TV, books, comics, collectibles, all that sort of stuff, this may be the place for you. So all you have to do is press that subscribe button. Leave a comment would be marvellous as well, because you don't get many comments and I like to hear from people. Yeah, it's unboxing time today, and the 20th of March is a red letter day for Doctor Who fans, because it's the day of the release of the brand new Doctor Who Blu-Ray set, Season 9, starring Jon Pertwee and mine, has just arrived, courtesy of those nice folks at HMV. And I know people like to see these things unboxed and displayed and so on. The format of the sets is very much the same, but it's always nice to have a look at them. So let's unbox this baby. So here it is, a lovely box from Mr. HMV. Yeah, this one, I think this was advertised as coming out a couple of months ago. And for once, it wasn't put back, it wasn't delayed, it's come out on the right day. I actually ordered this from Zavvi. But when I was looking back at my pre-orders on Zavvi a couple of weeks ago, I just couldn't see it on there. So I thought, oh, perhaps something's happened to my order. So I reordered it from HMV. And then it came up in my Zavvi thing last week, so I cancelled it. That's an interesting story. Right, here we are. Let's get rid of that. Here it is, Doctor Who, Season 9 on Blu-ray. This is one of my favourite Doctor Who seasons. It's Jon Pertwee, who is now, I think, as I've mentioned before, my favourite classic Doctor. And this is a really good, well, I say it's a good season. It's sort of, it starts off very well. The first 3 stories are great. The last 2 aren't so great. But it's Doctor Who, it's 1970s, and there's always something, even in the weaker stories. The season comprises the Day of the Daleks, the first appearance of the Daleks for 5 years, the Curse of Peladon, which features the return of the Ice Warriors and a menagerie of other strange-looking creatures. The classic Sea Devil story, which was a sequel to Pertwee's first season's Silurians. And then the 2 slightly lesser stories we have at the end, the Mutants and the Time Monster. They're just not as engaging, I think, as the first 3 stories. But it's Pertwee's Doctor, it's always good fun. So here we are, let's open up this baby. The scissors is here, of course. Let's get this cellophane wrap off. So this is available now, I would say in all good DVD retailers, but seeing as HMV is about the only one left, that's the place you're going to get it, unless you get it online. So there it is. Just the usual, as I say, it's the usual format that we get in these. Apologies for the lighting, by the way. I'm in the cinema room and there's a slight problem with the electrics at the moment. So I have no light in here. So that's under review at the moment. I hope to get that sorted quite soon. There are a couple of issues with the cinema room at the moment which need to be resolved. So there we are. Anyway, back to the box set. There it is. Season 8 in the usual... what do they call these, J-card type thing, which slips off. On the back of the card, you get an image of the Doctor and Joe and a list of all the special features. I'll just hold it there in case you want to freeze it and have a look. There we are. Starring Jon Pertwee, Katie Manning, Nicholas Courtney, Roger Delgado, Richard Franklin, and good old John Levine. The cover itself is a very nice illustration by Lee Binding of... Jon Pertwee's Doctor, with the creatures from the episode. There's been a bit of controversy about the artwork. I think there's a suggestion that he's accidentally drawn Jon Pertwee with 5 fingers. I sort of disputed that at first. I thought it was just part of his glove. But yes, it does look a bit peculiar, now you come to look at it. Because Jon Pertwee, for all his strengths and failings, didn't have 6 fingers. Or 5 fingers and a thumb. So it's slightly odd, but I think it's not particularly problematic, I don't think, really. So there it is then, that's the cover in all its glory. The back image is a nice image of the TARDIS being pursued by the Master's TARDIS from the Time Monster. On the side you get the usual Doctor Who Classic Collection logo. I'm glad they're keeping to the Whittaker era logo for the moment. I think it would be a bit jarring to suddenly put the new old 70s logo that they're using. Just getting a bit of nastiness off this. Yeah, so that's it. As I say, the back cover. Behind the sofa, 5 new episodes with stars of Doctor Who past and present. Location, location, location. Katie Manning travels back in time to visit season 9's locations. Town in Atlantis, a brand new making of documentary for the Time Monster. Michael E. Bryant, one of the directors at the helm. The Fell Guy, a look at the work of stuntman Stuart Fell. 5.1 surround sound, movie length editions, convention footage, all the usual bits and pieces, plus a lot of the stuff ported over from the previous DVDs. One thing that is missing, unfortunately, from this set is one of Matthew Sweet's fascinating interviews with one of the stars of Doctor Who. He's done these in the past with Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison, Katie Manning, and they are always the central feature of the new features, but we haven't got one this time. But that's no big deal. It's a nice set of new bits and pieces as it is. So we open up the box, and there it is. Well, first of all, we get this rather nice image, which I think would be from the Mutants, of the Doctor and Jo emerging from the TARDIS. That's a really nice piece. I like the look on Pertwee's face. That's quite a nice expression of exasperation at Jo. Yeah, she's holding the Time Lord message sphere thing. That opens up as usual, with again a very nice image from Day of the Daleks of the Doctor and Jo being menaced by the sucker of one of Scaro's finest. Then we open that up, and we get the usual nice big chunky booklet. On the back we've got a couple of the promo postcards that would have been released at the time. There's the booklet itself, as usual. It's packed with information about the episodes, the making of the series, who was involved, some lovely some familiar photographs, some nice new pieces of art. I've always liked that shot of the Daleks. The Day of the Daleks, of course, the Earth invaded by 3 Daleks, so it appeared. Curse of Peladon. So it goes through all the stories, some nice new art for each of them, some familiar photographs, all the information about the episodes. Excellent. Really nice. And of course, there's the usual leaflet, more exciting products from Doctor Who, which is basically more exciting products from Doctor Who, books, games, all sorts of stuff. Very nice. And inside, of course, I'll just show you that as well once you take the book out. Very nice image of the interior of the TARDIS as it appeared in that season. And then we get I'll just close that up. Right, okay, let's close this up. Oh dear, I think I've never had one of these sets before. Then, of course, we get the discs themselves. I think this is a 7-disc set, I'm not sure. Disc 1 there has... should I take the discs out? No, maybe not. I'll take the first one out. There we are, Day of the Daleks, with a nice piece of art of the Doctor and Jo. I keep saying art, of course, these are photographs. I'm the world's worst for criticising people for talking about artwork when it's photos. These are photos, but very nicely... zhuzhed up, as it were. Nice picture there from Day of the Daleks. And then the second disc is the Omnibus and Special Edition. Now, they got the 60-minute BBC Omnibus that was shown in the summer of 1973 or later 72, and the new edition that came out on DVD with lots of new special effects and things to make the Dalek army look a little more substantial. Disc 3 then is... I didn't show you the picture of the Dalek on the disc there. Disc 3 presents us with the Curse of Peladon, with the Doctor and Arcturus. Disc 4 gives us the Sea Devils, with the Jo and one of the Sea Devil creatures. It's one of my favourite stories. It's so action-packed, and it's very atypical of the era, because the Doctor is stranded on Earth working for UNIT, and in this one he isn't. He goes to visit the Master, who is in prison for his crimes, and they go and visit him in a prison off the Isle of Wight, but of course he's up to no good. Then there's Disc 5, which is the Sea Devils, which is probably more special features and extra bits, and I'm trying to get the best possible light because of the lighting that we don't have in here at the moment. Then we have on Disc 6, The Mutants. As I say, not one of the better serials of the season, but it'll be fun to watch it again on Blu-ray. And disc 7, in fact there's 8 discs. Disc 7 has got the Time Monster, again, which has got the Doctor and the Master. And then presumably there's more. Oh, that's part. Disc 8 has got the Time Monster as well, with presumably more special features. Sorry you can't see this very well, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what the set actually looks like. So we are 8 discs in the season 9 set. I'll get the book out just to have a look at what stuff is on what disc. So Day of the Daleks, the omnibus version, the 60-minute version that was shown on BBC One later that year is there we are. It was shown on the 3rd of September 73. It's been reconstructed and put back together again, so that'll be quite nice to see. There is Behind the Sofa with Katie Manning, Peter Davison, Wendy Padbury, Sarah Sutton, Janet Fielding, Sophie Aldred, and director Michael E. Bryant, which is fairly typical sort of lineup for those features, which is fine. Special edition of Day of the Daleks with the new special effects is on there, plus a lot of the, as I say, all the stuff that was in the original DVD releases. Curse of Peladon has got Behind the Sofa again. Sea Devils has got, it's got the mini-sode, the little trailer that they did with Katie Manning, which introduced this particular episode. And then we go to The Mutants, which has again Behind the Sofa, making of documentaries. I think most of the new stuff is going to be on the last disc. There we are. The Time Monster has got quite a lengthy making of documentary that is hosted by Toby Hadoke and features Katie Manning and John Levine. Of course, the thing with the 70s and 60s discs, there's so few of the original cast still around to participate. So we are very lucky that the BBC tracked down so many people and managed to put together such an interesting range of features on, let's face it, episodes that are 50, sometimes 60 years old. So it's another fine release, which is out now. As I say, mine arrived from HMV this morning. And it's going to look nice on the shelf. There's what, the 12th, 13th, 14th set of I can't remember how many they've put out now, quite a lot. Anyway, season 9, just a quick unboxing for you to see what's in store. If you pick up your set, let me know what you thought of it. Leave a comment down below. And as I said, please like and subscribe. Right, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed this little look at the set. As I said, it's out now. Treat yourself if you're a Doctor Who fan. If you're a Doctor Who fan, these are must purchases. So no matter how many times you see these episodes, you can always watch them again, and the new features are absolutely superb. Right, I'll leave it there. As I said, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you've bought this set, if you're intending to buy this set, what you think of the Blu-ray sets. Yeah, talk to me. I'll see you soon. Until I do, keep taking the stuff.